You think just being in a fat body and being in the public space encourages obesity?
Yes.
Shame is what led me to an eating disorder.
Whose fault is that, though?
We're looking
We are doing is being fat a choice. Fit men versus fat men. Let's talk about it. Hey, Mark, how you doing?
for is
Whose fault is that?
stability.
That's your fault.
It's
See, the
an
problem is that you're a
amalgamation.
professional victim.
Would you agree, like, looking at his
Fuck.
physique, like, he's at a perfectly, I would say, maybe healthy,
No,
you think?
he's definitely overweight, definitely obese.
My name's John. I host the Radical Empathy podcast. I used to direct episodes of Middle Ground,
Thanks
but
for
I'll now
alerting
be
me to-
moderating today's discussion
Zesty
between
ass
Jack
MF.
men and fat men. Our first prompt is, I have felt disgusted looking at a fat body. Can our agreeers please step forward? Whoever feels compelled to start us off.
Okay, see, I'm gonna originally say, asking the question, I have felt disgusted looking at a fat body, makes no sense to me, because I understand that we've all, as a collective, watched the My 600-pound body, My 600-pound life, and most of y'all have a reaction to it. We mostly all did, but I never had the reaction of I felt disgusted. It's more like I feel sad for those people. Like, how did it get this way? You know, there's a lot of things that a lot of people in a lot of worlds, and in their world, it's crumbling down that they can't even get it together. There are a lot of people that I would not even concerning weight loss or anything. Let's just say somebody lost a loved one, lost something, and they don't have it in their soul, in their body, to just get up and clean their house. And then you see that it's a mess. People take videos of it. See that there's fucking, I don't know, oatmeal on the walls, got roaches living, singing Kumbaya in their sink, but they have no control over it because they're going through the worst parts of their lives. But then people be in the comments saying, "Oh my God, how can it get that bad? You fucking disgusting. You're a pig." When most of the time it's out of people's hands on how they can change their environment or themselves. So being disgusted instead of being concerned is the problem that I have initially in this exact question.
Well, it's unacceptable to be fat.
They do have control. Yes, they have control, but some people really don't.
Okay, that's a great start. I mean, I know why you say that, but it's one of those things where, do you know why you're saying that?
Yes, because I've been fat before and I lost the weight.
Well, me too. I've been fat
No.
my whole life. I've been way.
And that's the thing. Myron doesn't look like he's been fat. There's a lot of people that have certain builds that aren't supposed to be the other thing. I'm a skinny nigga. I've been skinny my whole life. I can never be fat. That's just not how I'm made. Even no matter how much I eat, I cannot get fat, bro. I can get slim fit, but fat is in a whole different world for me, bro.
Way skinnier than I am now, and I've been way heavier than I am now. Was I less valuable at one point in there?
Well, I mean, you can make an argument that you're less valuable when you're fatter because you drain resources, but that's a whole other conversation. But yeah, I mean, in general, being fat is
Resources? This is an apocalypse? Shut up.
unacceptable because you control every single morsel of food that goes into your mouth.
Okay.
You're so
it shows
old,
a lack
Mark.
of discipline, it shows a lack of character, it shows a lack of temperance, and when you're fat, it's an outward manifestation of your inadequacies.
When I see somebody who's 500 or 600 pounds, all I can think of is, why do they care so
was a good
little
cipher.
about their health that they can do this, allow themselves to gain that much weight, knowing it's taken 20, 30, 40 years off their life? I just can't imagine not wanting to live that badly.
I understand that.
Okay, then how about we talk about the other spectrum where a bodybuilder continues to put steroids in their body knowing damn well it's killing them every fucking use just because they want to look very buff and muscular, so hard that their muscles look like pebbles. But it's crazy because a fat man's eating. But because you want to be so goddamn fit when you're oiled up, you like goddamn Hercules, that's not a problem? And what's crazy, I'm pretty sure most of the buff men in this circle, the jacked men, are on steroids.
No, it's
That's a
I
bad
definitely
analogy?
Felt disgusted looking
Sure.
at my own body and looking at other.
I
fat
understand that
bodies in
it's
my
easy
life.
to get fat, but accepting it is wild.
That's true. And it is up to your own merits to stop that or to get right.
A lot of the disgust I
all
felt
about
looking at
mindset.
people was me feeling disgusted with myself and then projecting that feeling onto other people. And I don't think anyone on either side will disagree that health is important. I know that my own mental health was way worse when I was spending every fixate of my life trying to get smaller and trying to be thinner.
I don't think there's anyone that can look at somebody 500-600.
Oh my God, statistics. 75% of the U.S. population is overweight. Does overweight always mean unhealthy? Answer my question. Does overweight always mean unhealthy? And the thing about that is that most of the people that are overweight, like, you don't understand that there's a standard that people put that doesn't apply for all people in all races, right? Oh my God, you're 5 pounds too fat. You're overweight. How do you even live with yourself? This nigga's perfectly fine. He's more fit than most people out there that are skinny or buff. Shit makes no
700 pounds and not
sense.
think, wow, what
That's
have they done?
cap.
And not be discussed. Like, how can you not? I just can't understand
You can't
nobody
assume that
thinking
everyone
that.
has the same opinion, though, because unfortunately, some people have emotional stuff that happened, traumatic stuff that's happened, so you can't discount and just say, oh,
Boo-hoo,
because
man.
they're fat.
Boo-hoo, man. Like, there's way worse stuff going out in the world versus
Absolutely.
people saying, oh my God, I'm sad, I'm gonna eat some ice cream. It's like, no, dude, it's like, you're fat, you made that decision, you live in the best country ever. If you live in a civilized first world country where you have electricity, internet power, etc., you deserve to be bullied. It's ridiculous to me that we have all these fat people running around, meanwhile people are being bombed in Gaza. It's ridiculous.
Okay, and the thing is that one thing about Myron, right? In the first 2 seconds of his argument, he has you like, you are a little bit correct. And then he takes it too far. Because now he's the type of person to be all like, I don't believe in depression. But then be like, all people that have depression need to get bullied to get out of depression. But the 2 seconds before you said that you don't believe in depression. Myron doesn't understand that he is saying in some way a right thing, but your execution is so bad that no one even cares about your point anymore.
We are so privileged here in the United States and in the West in general. When I see a fat person, I'm like, wow, you got the gift of life. You got the gift of being in a developed country, and you're a fat POS talking about body positivity on TikTok?
Lawful
What the hell is
evil.
going
But now
on
you're
here?
segmenting,
Yeah.
because not everyone thinks like that. What do you
No, we
call
need
it?
to bring
Like
shaming back.
Okay.
We need to bring shaming back in so many other regards besides obesity. We need to do it with sluts. We need to shame fat
Jesus.
people. We need
Wow.
to shame everybody when they fuck up. Because shame has been one of the strongest defenses against degeneracy and human fuck-ups.
You had a personal
Yeah,
experience
same
you wanted
animal.
to share. You said you used to be overweight. Now you're
Oh
not.
yeah, so I did an experiment back in like 2015.
An experiment. Let's hear this bullshit.
Where I like bulked for like almost 2 years, and I got up to like 250 pounds, and then I dieted down. It took me about 7 months. I systematically did it, controlled my calories, tracked my macros, tracked my protein, carbs, fats, and systematically lost 1 to 2 pounds per week.
So you chose to gain up to 250.
Yeah,
you were
so
naturally
I've been in
skinny
all
beforehand.
spectrums. Like I'm
Would y'all consider that body dysmorphia?
Nigga wouldn't be talking like this if his metabolism was slow ASF.
Quick question, would y'all consider that body dysmorphia? Doing so many things in order to change the composition of your body, quite literally, and stopping yourself from eating certain things, putting yourself on a diet just so that you can see yourself look a certain way in your physique. Do y'all consider that body dysmorphia? I would say on the lowest form of it. No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay.
naturally skinny.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I was like, all right, I'm gonna get fat as an experiment.
Yeah.
Did it, and then I was like, all right, now I'm gonna lose the weight. And then all I did was just track my calories, ate the same food every single day.
Yeah.
Went to the gym 4 or 5 times a week, and everything was controlled, and it got done. Was it monotonous? Of course. Was it
No,
boring?
yeah,
Of
yeah,
course.
I agree with you there. I am naturally this way. This is with working out 4 or 5 times a
He
week.
looks like he's naturally
This is
that way.
100%
Nah, you
true,
can't.
bro.
Nah, bro.
No,
Come to the gym with
it's
me.
not.
This is me
It's not
working out.
natural at all, because at the end of the day, if you don't lose weight, by definition, you're not in a.
Mark, you have to realize saying Myron is cooking will for sure backfire on you very fast. Because when he starts saying some crazy shit throughout the next 20 minutes, I want to see if you're going to continue to say that he's cooking. You can't be on his side wholeheartedly, bro.
A calorie deficit. If you're not in a
He
calorie
will-
deficit, then you're gonna either maintain or
You'll
gain
see.
weight. And that's
I
the problem is that
totally-
people don't
and-
track their calories.
And
You'll
that's
see.
true, but people burn at their resting metabolic rate a different set of calories.
Doesn't matter.
Let's not get too granular right now. Ragini, it's going to be one of those episodes, right?
I think he is Indian.
Let's bring in the disagreeers and hear from them.
Okay, so the reason I disagreed, especially when I heard the statement, I don't think I'll ever look at somebody based on their situation and think that
And he's the best example of the buffest nigga and the most fit in the room are the quietest ones. Myron is literally.
I'm gonna mail 50 cheese pizzas to Myron's address.
Myron is literally the most smallest person in that circle, but he's the loudest one.
that I'm disgusted. Like, if I see somebody that's a drug addict on the street that's homeless,
Look at him checking him
I'm
out.
not disgusted by that. If I see somebody that's incredibly
Look at his
overweight,
eyeballs.
I'm not disgusted by that. Do I think that there's an opportunity for growth? Do I think they've been put in a disadvantageous position that's probably makes it harder for them? Absolutely. I think I'm kind of an empath, so when I see somebody, I know that there's things underlying, and one of my best friends is 400 plus pounds. I've helped him lose 150, 200 pounds. He's gained it back. And I don't look at him and say, I'm disgusted, but I know how bad he wants it. And just seeing how hard he tries and then reverts, it's almost more tough for me.
Out
than to
of
be
everyone
like, oh,
here,
that's
he is the
disgusting, you know?
smallest.
And I think there's plenty of people that look at me and say, that's disgusting. I never want to look like that. So like, I know what it feels like on the other side to like look the way I do and get people look at me like, ugh, that's gross to like have that muscle. And to go back to that point, like you came from a fit place and like deciding to bulk, like that's a conscientious decision to gain weight. Like you already have those habit routines and skills in order to stay in shape. And then you use those same skills you had to pull back on the calories and knowledge you had.
The reason why I use that example is that you can get fat and lose the weight if you know what you're doing and you have the knowledge and everything else like that. It's just about
Yeah.
consistency over time. So it's like, I look at it
Boom,
like,
let me cut you off because here's one thing that you just said.
yeah.
You had the tools. So there's people that don't have the tools that you've passed judgment on, and you have failed to realize that with the tools, people are very much capable of achieving amazing things.
Respectfully, he's right. People don't understand that sometimes having a fucking gym is a privilege. Some people don't even have some money to eat some goddamn days. So you tell me that they're gonna have enough money to pay for a fucking gym membership? Yes, you could do at-home calisthenics, bruh. But most of the time, you're not gonna see most results unless you get the good equipment and the right place or environment to do those type of jobs, to do that type of work on your body. He is not wrong. He's not wrong at all. Some people don't have the facilities for that.
But
Okay, let's talk about set
No,
tools then.
hold on, I'm not done.
Well, you cut me off
I'm
before,
not done.
remember?
And I stood over there and I listened to you and I was like, it's a ton of bullshit too.
sure.
But we're
Do you
gonna-
not understand that other people's bodies can metabolize differently? My girl eats more than probably any person that I have ever met, but her body stays fit and she doesn't work out at all. And she's brought me into her big back activities, and I am still a skinny nigga, but I eat like a fucking king. Metabolism is one of the things that will greatly impact on how your build is going to be. Clearly, most of the people that is in the, she is an outlier. Okay, so how many fucking outliers are there, Mark? How many outliers are there, Mark? There's multiple people with the same type of metabolism.
I'm gonna address this, right?
Yeah.
You are passing judgment on people who lack the tools to do what it is that they need to do to get themselves to a certain point of health. There are multitudes of factors that weighs into what goes on with somebody's body. There are people that even if they work out, losing the weight does not come as simple as just going to the gym, cutting calories, watching everything that you eat. There
Yeah.
are some people that have a disposition. I have a disposition. But does that mean that I'm not active? Does that mean that I'm not doing certain things? No, it doesn't. But you're passing judgment on somebody's body that you know nothing about. Now, on the flip side, what if I turned around and I did the same thing to you? You're talking about
See, and that's the thing. See, that's the thing. Mark, you're not understanding that what he's saying isn't excuses, that you shouldn't see it as such. Because he's been saying that he's been in the gym every day. And that's kind of why a lot of fat people or people that are obese are turned off from gyms. because it's always, you have to look this certain way to be accepted. And it's the fact that Myron is laughing in his face when he's trying to tell him and trying to communicate that he is trying to put in the work in order to see, to get that physique, to get that transformation. So how the fuck, and the whole topic is, I felt disgusted looking at a fat body. Why would you look disgusted? And if you're so fit and you want people to go to the gym, why aren't you bringing them? Why aren't you welcoming them? You're saying excuses. That nigga will never go to your gym if you're saying excuses. What, you look at every fat person in your gym and be like, damn, why are you in the gym if you're fat? How the fuck do you get fit if you don't go to the damn gym?
How fit
And I know some people don't go to the gym to be all like, yeah, I want people to see that I'm putting in work. They do it for themselves. And it's not because they hate and feel disgusted of their fat body. It's because they love their body to the point that they want to see their body in all shapes and forms, all transformations. You don't stay stagnant your whole life concerning bills, concerning finances, concerning significant others, concerning relationships, concerning feelings, emotions, or body physique. You change constantly. Humans are always changing. So just because you're fat at one point and trying to get skinny doesn't mean that you feel disgusted in yourself. So when do you get the tools? When the doctor tells you you have diabetes or heart problems? There are literally people that are not fat that have heart problems and diseases. Diabetes. I've seen skinny people with diabetes. I've seen skinny people with heart problems. It's not only because you're fat. Yes, you're more susceptible to diabetes and heart problems, but that's not the main focus. You have to be overly obese, like 300 pounds overweight to die from that weight. Oh my God, outliers, Toby. You see, that's you can't fall back on outliers like they're the fucking Dragon Balls, bro. You can't continue to say outliers. That's common.
stuff that you are, but you're over there and you're smallest compared to these other guys. So how does that feel if someone comes? No, because you said
know,
shame, right?
That's a little.
You said shame, right?
Says you have to shame fat people. Nigga just tells him that he's the smallest out of everyone. And now he's playing the victim of shaming. After you just said, if you're fat, you're the problem.
Yeah.
So how does that feel if someone comes up and they start
The first
shaming
thing he
you
said
for
was
size?
shaming.
Like, come on, it goes both ways.
Exactly.
We're just in the first
So,
prompt. We gotta be
here's the
careful
thing.
about targeting each other too directly.
Bro, shut up. Let them argue. Just you shut up. You be quiet. I don't give a fuck if you're the middle person. Let them argue. And if they have to fight, let them do that too. I hate when people try to play a lot of like.
He's fine. He's
No,
emotional,
it goes
and that's
in
fine.
every direction.
He's obviously very triggered. But
I'm
yeah,
not
so let's talk
triggered.
about, let's hit the first part, tools. What are the tools? The tools are simply knowledge, which you can get for free on the internet. If you have the ability and the discipline to go out there and get the knowledge, then you're gonna lose weight. It's just that simple.
Look
It's just
at the
that
number one
people
killer in
wanna
the
always
United
make
States. Send me a
excuses
link.
For why? Oh, my feelings.
To-
oh, I don't know what, you don't know what people are going through, blah, blah,
And it
blah.
better not be
No,
Wikipedia.
You can watch your calories, you can go to the gym, you have time to do it. People just like to make excuses.
I don't think anyone's debating that weight loss is impossible here. I think the question is, why do you hate fat people, that you feel the disgust towards them?
Exactly.
Well, like I said before, it's a culmination of a bunch of bad decisions. I'm not gonna go ahead and give the same level of respect to someone who's a fat ass to someone that has worked really hard and diligently on their physique, because your body's outward manifestations
There's
of
more
your decisions,
factors to a
your
human
consistency.
being than their body.
Thank
I mean,
you.
You could judge a lot just off of someone's physique. You'd be like, okay, well, this guy is lazy, and that's personified through.
I've seen practically many CEOs and entrepreneurs that make more money than this nigga and are fat. That doesn't mean that they're lazy. That means that they're putting most of their stuff to other. You see how I say you can't really be on Myron's side? He says so base, dumb shit. Where? Now he's saying where. Oh, he's one. Mark, you're one of these, bro. Do you really tune into Fresh and Fit podcast? You on a Patreon, bro?
their physique. It's the truth.
Abe, I saw you wanted to say
I mean,
something.
just to take it back to the prompt, I think we just kind of went all over the.
Yo, what's up? I'd rather have a Hellcat looking ass person. Bro, was that racist? And Hellcats are ugly, bro. Like, what the fuck? I don't even like
Focusing on
Hellcats.
the word disgust.
Just the word disgust. I mean, I would never look at someone and show disgust towards them.
No, for real.
I mean, I think I would respect, like you said. I mean, you don't respect everyone, like you said, but I think
Respect is earned.
I mean, it is earned, but I mean, I think at a humane level, we can learn to appreciate each other's differences.
True.
I don't know if like disgust would be the right word, right?
I know.
Greg mentioned some health implications with being overweight or obese.
Yeah.
I think being concerned might be a better.
That's the word I was
you know,
going
a
to go
better
for.
word.
Like,
but
I can show concern for someone for the way that they are, but I would never look at someone and say, like, you're disgusting.
But is it any
Like,
different than if you see somebody who's extremely anorexic, they're 50?
Disgusting is a reach. I wouldn't say that. But that's what Myron has been preaching the entire time you've been on his side. He's literally been saying from the first thing that came out of his mouth is that every fat person is disgusting to me because they are lazy. But how are you to gauge someone else's laziness when you don't know nothing about them? Just because you don't work out doesn't mean you're not lazy. Doesn't mean you are lazy. You could put your energy to practically anything else. Like what? And he's not the only one sitting there. But he's the only one with that strong of stance sitting there. They weren't saying that they felt disgusting. They said that's not the right word. But Myron said that is the right word. That's my problem with him. He's going to a high extreme because he doesn't like fat people.
50 pounds, you look at them, you're in shock. Oh my God, like something happens in your body you can't control. You can't stop that.
There
Like
could
how
be a-
can
there
you
could be a
not?
shock
It's not, I
factor,
don't
but
hate them.
that's different
It's just,
from-
wow, oh my God, it's like, it's disgusting. Like, holy goodness
But
gracious.
why
That's a
would
shock
you
factor,
use
though.
the
That's
word
not-
disgusting,
that's not
right?
disgusting.
So you just mentioned the polar opposite of what we are, right? But why would you look at them and be disgusted versus concerned? That is a very specific word, and it has very specific connotations behind it. And when it's used, it's somewhat weaponized as well.
Yeah.
I don't think we can help how we feel. I don't think I can choose like, oh, I just am not. It would be
Also,
sitting
how
here
you
and
doing,
lying.
Chris?
I'm not going to sit here and lie. I'm always going to be honest with people. I'm disgusted.
day,
This
man?
is just how I feel.
The thing is, when you see a fat person, the reason why it's disgusting and the reason why there's so much pushback on this whole body positivity and people make fun of Lizzo, rightfully so, by the way, is because it's unattractive, it's unhealthy. Until we had this woke era, they used to put like models and attractive people on the cover of magazines that were in shape. Why? So that people can aspire to look like that. And it's healthy and it looks better in general. You look good, feel good. But when you're fat, it says a lot about you. People aren't gonna sit there and be like, let me see if he's a good person. No, they're just gonna assume that you're lazy, which you are, by the way, when you're fat, and you don't have discipline, which you are, by the way. So they're just gonna assume off of what they see. That's the world that we live in.
I love how you stated a ton of assumptions. You didn't state not one fact. You just
At all.
stated assumptions.
I want to move on to the next prompt, but we're definitely.
And the thing about Myron is that he only speaks on his own perspective. And one thing about him is that he's not gonna have a conversation with you. Whenever you talk to him, he's not listening to a single word. He's wondering how he's gonna rebuttal off of one word you say. That's not listening, and that's not having a conversation.
Can I say one thing? Just one question. Like,
What's
let's
with
say
the middle
you
guy?
knew he used to be 600 pounds, and how much you weigh now?
I'm 384.
And now he's 384. Do you see him as less disgusting knowing he's lost 220 pounds?
No, that's fantastic.
I
but
think yes,
there's still
less.
work to be done. But here's the thing, like I said before, unfortunately, human beings judge a book by its cover. It's just the world that we live in. Fat people that identify as 97 genders, whatever, they expect us to change our worldview for them, and that's just not how the world works. Like it's been that way. It's always going to be that way.
That's I think what I don't get.
Says the podcaster that literally his entire discography of his entire channel is to make people believe in what he believes in. Isn't that what the entire red pill community is? To change everyone's world views on what men are? He can't speak shit. What? He's a walking... Matter of fact, let me just...
It's just the world that we're in. Like people are gonna,
Yeah, it's different.
Myronism.
Myronism. Man, that Myronism is strong. No, it's not. Mark, are you telling me that you're a red pill? Say this now, or forever hold your peace. Because this will say a lot. Because I know your age. And it's going to make a lot of sense to me on why you think like this now. And there's nothing wrong with that. You can have your own opinions. I'm not telling you to have my opinions. I like debating. I like talking. No, I am not. then what are you? Because even me, sometimes I say I consider myself a purple pill because I love to be a gentleman. I love to be the man that my wife wants me to be. I love to be that type of person. But I'm not a pushover, nor am I a person that thinks that women ain't shit, women can't be
He's
shit unless there's a
maroon
man in
pill.
the room. He's maroon pill. That's funny. Jack men are more attractive than fat men. Here comes the... Watch him be so fucking homophobic. Watch this.
Than
I'm
fat
black
men.
pilled. Shut up.
Will the agreeers please
Just
step
shut
forward?
up. Just shut up.
How come there's 4 guys over there? All right, so we're living in a bizarro world where people don't see the truth.
What do you mean the truth? Do you know how many women I've heard say that they like a man gut?
Fat men are more
a
attractive.
poop?
I'm NGL.
Bro, and people don't understand that being jacked doesn't contribute to strength. Do you not understand that most fat men get women because of their strength? Because you don't understand. A nigga that is 300 pounds, right? If he does 1 push-up, he is literally pushing up more than you can bench himself. That's strength. That's why that's why dad strength is a thing. Cause that nigga's fat. He drinks beer, but god damn can he pick up the car if it gets in a ditch.
Like, how is it possible that they're thinking that
Toby,
being
stop.
obese and unhealthy is more attractive than being fit and healthy? How is this possible?
They don't like fat men. Oh my god. Oh my god. They don't like fat men? Women don't like big men? Are you tripping? Jack men are more attractive than fat men.
Possible.
Actually, you know what?
I'm saying that as the point of I know Myron's gonna say that.
This is precisely why a majority of women find a majority of men as unattractive. Because a lot of guys think this way, oh, I just be a nice guy and girls are gonna like me. No, they're not. She's not gonna suck your dick with the same veracity when you're a fat as when you're in shape. She's just not.
Go ahead,
People don't
VC.
understand that women are aroused by one thing and they're attracted by another thing. Women are attracted to, you know, a guy that's confident, ambitious, makes money, etc. Of course, right? But they're aroused by guys that have soul tendencies, dark triad traits, etc., and guys that are physically in shape. So if you want to get the best of your woman, where she respects and admires you, while simultaneously being aroused by you so she doesn't cheat on you, you need to have it all.
So you have to be fit in order for your girl to respect you. Not cheat on you. And love you to the
Though
best
if you're
of her
Michael
ability.
B. Jordan,
Exactly. You have to be Michael B. Jordan for your girl. The girl that you picked and that she picked in you to love you. This is why you can't listen to this nigga. Bro, Myron hasn't kept a girl to save his life. He can't keep a girl to save his life. Cause his entire thing is I get hoes. But can't keep a girl or a wife. Haven't you?
Wow, bro.
He's a Miami guy. I understand that it is the geography of where you live on your chances of getting a significant other. But you have to realize that he is talking of what women like based off of the shallow bitches that are around him. And I'm sorry to use that word, but I have to be honest with you guys. I'm not fucking pulling punches.
I think that's the correct verbiage.
This is fucking rubbish that he's talking about. If you're a fat man, you get no women because women wouldn't love you and she would cheat on you because you're fat because she doesn't like fat men. Like what? Who are you to tell? Man, I know so many fat people that are in wonderful relationships that have girls that only look at them, that don't even care about fucking. If Usher came up to her and said, "Come to stage, girl," and starts humping her, she would literally press charges off of the fact that she loves her fat boyfriend that much. Like, it got nothing to do with weight, bro. He's so clouded by bullshit.
Saying
That's
true for all.
Gotcha.
women?
A majority.
But he's been like that, honestly.
There might be 1% of the
He's
world
been
that
having
have,
like
there's something
Bro,
wrong.
Myronism kills,
It's
y'all.
so hot. I love that, but
The hot girls that you actually
Not
want,
you kidding,
they
just
exercise their
Miami, bro.
hypergamy to the highest degree, and they want guys that are fit.
See, hot girls, the girls that you want.
The
I
hot
hate-
girls that you actually want,
I
they
hate
exercise
how
their
he thinks
hypergamy
like
to the
he
highest
knows
degree, and they want
women
guys that
so
are fit
much.
and have their money together, have their lives together.
You're looking at me like you want to say something.
Toby, if you go to the gym and you gain 5 to 10 pounds of muscle, abs, and chest, you saying Millie wouldn't find you more attractive, don't lie. I think, genuinely, that yes, she may find that part of me attractive, yes, but that wouldn't make it more or less of how she already sees me. You have to realize that when you pick your significant other and the no more attractive, nigga, I can gain a mullet and be more attractive. It could be any sort of thing.
That nigga said a mullet.
Bro, it could be literally, it could be an amount of other things that can make me attractive.
At the end of the day, I feel like men like him think they know women so well, but there's a lot of women out here outside of the people who go out a lot and frequent clubs, which even within them, you'll still find other women that think differently.
Not what I said.
But he bases
I would say
his thoughts off of women that frequent clubs and be outside and like the city life, which there's nothing wrong with that. But it's like, stop acting like you know all women around here, because there's a lot of women who like men who have more weight and don't care. Because people who look like that white guy with the orange shirt, I want no parts. That's too much.
Mark, I would say, in all honesty, I wouldn't say more attractive. She would find that form of me attractive. And the thing is that, yes, that is my girl. She is her own person. I can't really speak for her. But all I know is that from when I met her to now, I have changed in both mental, physical, financial, and on top of that, goddamn spiritual. And the thing is, she loved every form of me as equally as the time that I first met her. And yes, I can grow to be a man that she would want to marry. She probably had a Cinderella, Prince Charming mindset when she was younger of what she wanted in a husband, for sure. And I can get to that point. Don't get me wrong, I'm not fucking perfect, but I don't think that she would find that more attractive. I think she would find it attractive. Toby growing an afro, nigga, these are twists. I could take them out and have an afro. I'm black. Shut up.
I'm black.
You can take them out and it'll look better.
Exactly. Well, oh my God, I could take out my fucking twist and have an afro. She could find that more attractive? No. She likes every part of me. Same as I said, I will love every part of her. The thing is that...
I also feel like people who are focused too much on the body realize that, like, your body can fail at any time. Your partner could get in a car crash and have no legs. Your partner could have anything happen to them and they're not going to have the same body. So focusing on, oh, I want them to be jacked, the muscles will go away because they won't be able to work on them. So thinking that so many people are so superficial and worry so much about niggas being jacked, nigga, we don't care.
We do not care.
We do not care.
Because the question was, are jacked men more attractive? We all walked over. Are we more attracted to jacked men?
Well, I'm assuming they framed that.
Oh, no, not bro secretly gay.
Jacked men?
Hold up.
The question was, are jacked men more attractive? We all walked over. Are we more attracted to jacked men?
Well,
not him.
They framed that because we're all guys here from
that nigga's buff is shit.
Well, men can be attracted to anything. We're just saying.
It's
you
creepy.
need to sit down.
Obviously, this is going to be like personal biases, but I think attraction is very fluid in the sense that I can 100% admit, like, there was probably 40 pounds of muscle ago is when most women would be like attracted to me. Of course, like fitness girls, they're totally okay with the size I am, but like probably most girls.
Because with the question that Mark even asked me, I had to ask myself, if my girl became fat, if my girl had baby weight, which I know she will, would I find her more attractive or less attractive than what she was before? No. I am not gonna hold you, bro. I will fiend for that girl in any form that she has, and I'm not gonna find any form of her more attractive than the last, at all.
Exactly.
At all.
Because that's another thing. That's the thing.
But that's the thing. That's just what I am and how I am in my relationship.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of relationships are not like that. A lot of relationships have horrible foundation enough that it is superficial and it is eye value at eye surface level. And that's the people that Myron's talking about. The hot girls and the hot men. If you go to Miami to find love, nigga, you're not finding love. You're finding a trick and you're finding a lame ass, hoe ass nigga, man.
And that's your business. If that's what you want, that's what you want. But don't try to put that on everybody like everybody wants.
No, she's not fat, so you're assuming you would. What?
No, but what he's saying is that when you have children, postpartum is a fucking thing. Whether she would have twins or even just one baby, that baby weight doesn't just go off in 3 fucking seconds after you have a baby.
Hey, Leia.
It's there.
Leia.
No, you're not keeping it real. You're being stupid.
You're not keeping it real.
That's what you are.
You're being closed-minded because you have like you're not understanding that I'm gonna see every form of my significant other, and I chose her for her, not for body, not for anything. And I'm not gonna find any form of her more attractive than the last. That's just not real. It's not how I am. It's not how I'm tailored. Like you ever really just
that's
you
what
ever
we're
just been
saying,
in love
though,
with
that
somebody's
he thinks-
soul? That's where I'm at. I'm not.
But the problem with Mark is that he's trying to put that mindset on everybody else, like everybody thinks like him. No, if you're a superficial person, that's your business. People make it seem like it's such a bad thing. No, if that's you, that's you. But just don't try to make it seem like everybody else is super superficial. No, that's you, my nigga. That's you.
Okay.
You care. I don't.
Toby, we know that. That's not what I'm asking. What are you asking? Because I already answered what you were asking. Would she find me more attractive if I was buff? And my answer to that was, I am not her, but in what we've been through, I would say no. Because if I put myself in her shoes and she became fat, I would not love this version of her more than the fat one, nor will I find it more attractive. Man, boy, I'd love to see my girl fat. I'd love to see my girl in every type of shapes and forms. Just to see what it looked like. Just to see how that shit, Jagger. My fault. My fault. I kind of got off track. My fault. Myron is trash.
Weird.
Some of his stuff based, a lot of it is so awful. Yes. But the thing is that most of the things that he says are kind of right, but his execution is very bad because of his just the way his mental, the way how he thinks. Women hygiene products shouldn't cost money. That's crazy. Like, what are we talking about?
Too much for. So I guess like where do we?
You keep bringing up that you love her regardless, and we know that. Okay, so are you asking that if I didn't love her? Because I wouldn't care, and I wouldn't be attracted to someone that I didn't love. I'm just being honest, but it is what it is.
Draw that line of like, I think, for example, like
Agree
you
to
would be
disagree.
much more attractive to most
At this
women
point.
than me. Would you agree with that?
I mean, that doesn't mean that like if you walked up to a girl and let's say you're not her, like you're a little bit more muscular than she would, like if you had the charm and charisma, she gonna still go with you, man. It don't matter. Like,
I have an interesting point. Yeah. And no shade on you, but I think if you had Zach, right, you're on the end?
Yep.
Tyler
If you
is
put
the
Zach
biggest in the
Greg
room and the most
you put them next to
respectful.
each other and you did a poll, I think that most women would probably pick him if you had to like, because he's got the height and all that. What would you guys say to that?
No.
No? Well, we can put it to the test.
But that's not really fair. I'm 48 years old. He's a lot younger than me.
Damn.
He's about a foot taller than me, but you can't compare. I'm an old man. I'm 48 years old.
like, obviously height is a big component. So that you know, so it's not you're comparing apples to oranges. But if you take the same guy, same height, etc., but one guy is fat.
Looks matter 100%. You can only go up from there. That is true. Everyone has a type, and you're somebody's type. That's true.
Guy's in good shape, she's always gonna go with the guy that's in better shape.
Because I've been so surprised
1 year
to see on
younger than
Instagram, there'll
Toby.
be like guys doing like an outfit try on, like not in shape in the slightest bit, and all the comments are women like, "I wish like men knew this is how we wish they looked," and like, "Oh, this is like the dream."
Ask her when you see her. She's gonna say yes in her head, but say she loves you regardless of her mouth. That's so red pill of you to say. Speak for
Literally.
It's so red pill of you to speak for a woman. It's so red pill.
Literally.
This why men deserve.
He's just like
This
Myron.
is why
for
men
real.
deserve less, bro. Look at him speaking for the people.
Like, how you gonna tell me how I'm gonna feel?
that don't share anything genetically with you.
Liars for
To look good.
One thing
Talking about something, listen to
As a woman, I
for
love
You-
big
you
buff
correct.
men
You
and
believe
hate
how
fat
they
men.
behave, not
I'm
what
a
they say.
straight man.
That nigga said I'm a straight man. I hate the nigga in your chat.
I disagree mostly just with
I
the
be hating
blanket
these
statement because attraction is so subjective. I am a big and tall model by trade. That's what I do. I model clothing brands. I've modeled with major fashion houses. I've been on the covers of magazines. You mentioned before dad bod comments and whatnot on social media. I was flabbergasted when I started how many people were commenting and DMing me and talking about how attractive I was. That it just kind of,
Exactly.
I don't know, showed me
What's
that
good,
attraction
OP?
is a lot more subjective than I thought. And
Ladies,
people have
hit
a
me
much
up.
wider
I am 18
range
feet
of what
4.
they find attractive
18'4"?
than specifically a body type.
Is
Nigga,
being
One
jacked
Piece
the
character.
most important trait for being attractive? I'd argue for
What do you
guys,
mean?
It'd probably be otherwise, right? I think height would be a very
Money.
As a
height,
fellow woman, I am
fame,
hateful toward that niggy wiggy is not
Oh,
attractive.
brother.
I'm not gonna lie. See, the thing is that okay, out of everyone here, he's a part of the fat side, right? Now, if you do a poll between him and Myron, I'm not gonna lie, he would win.
Oh, he winning that bitch.
He's winning that, and
He a good-looking white dude with a
he's a
beard.
good-looking white dude that is big in nature over the buff man. And the thing is that I really wish that they did this poll to see what women would like more. I kind of hate that it's Myron though, because a lot of women hate Myron. So I feel like that would low-key be a little biased. But if it was someone that wasn't Myron, let's say,
So we're just going off of just looks.
yeah, it's going off of just straight looks.
I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like they'll be more
Myron is
secure.
ugly.
I feel like they'll be more secure in this guy than Myron or the other men that's on the buff side. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie.
because Myron looks ugly to me.
Is it because he's
respectfully.
white? Why so much emphasis on white? No, not because he's white. I'm unbiased. Wait, and if I was in love with a man, I wouldn't care. I'd be concerned if they gained a substantial amount of weight. Yeah, okay. And
Right.
I would try to help figure out why, but I wouldn't lose attraction. There it is. Oh my God, Toby, you keep trying to keep your stream account.
Why is she typing it on?
The number one thing is
I
status.
don't know.
By far,
He's trying to get his red
People
pill
also
point
go after
across.
what they think they can get. So if this guy
I don't want to
is
take that pill,
6'5" and
nigga.
extremely attractive, and it's
And
like,
don't.
I can't get
Myron
that guy.
looks like he
I'm
tried to
attracted
be
the
Michael
10 on
B.
10
Jordan,
supermodel,
but
I'm not gonna
failed.
get her, so I'll be happy with the 9.9 on 10.
Just to be clear, are we speaking about women being attracted to men?
It's not just about women. It's just about attraction.
Really?
What is the
general?
most attractive, in your opinion, physique for a man?
Okay, I'm speaking from like what women find attractive. So when
I hate that he keeps doing this. Stop speaking for the women in Miami, nigga. That's not
Tall
for the
men
rest of the
rise
world,
up.
bro.
Women love it.
Oh God,
I
that's
am
a whole
literal
different.
5 feet,
that's a
Like,
whole
like,
3 feet, 4 feet in my head.
like, hey, bro,
To me, literally.
have y'all ever been in science class, right? I've made this point before. And the finch birds, bro. What's that shit called? The finch birds that are on separate islands, but but they're all from the same race. But just because they're on different types of the world, they have different types of characteristics, colors, even I don't know, even reactions. They literally do different things, but they are the same type of bird. Myron is speaking for one type of breed of woman, but continues to generalize it for every woman in the goddamn world. Not everybody is there for your fucking money and financial gain and care about your stupid ass, dumb ass, Popeye, ugly ass muscles, bro. I hate this nigga, man.
Oh,
You mean Pangea?
Yeah,
I'm
anybody?
sexually fluid, so my law of attraction does not adhere to.
No, you
anyone's
shut up.
standards, pretty much. I'm attracted to people in general. So you could be jacked, you could be more plus size, you could be skinny, you could be whatever it is that you are. If I'm attracted to you, I'm attracted to you.
What are the traits you find most attractive?
I think the way that you carry yourself is a really big thing for me. I can't date someone who lacks confidence, because I feel like that seeps into other aspects of your life.
That's
Do you mind
valid.
if I jump in on the confidence thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So growing up, wasn't too confident in myself, and I gained that confidence when I started losing weight. And
It's harmful to gain a crazy amount of weight, but I'm never going
Right.
to shame someone for it. Sometimes it is a lack of self-control, and there's something going on. True.
noticed
Mark,
it was me.
leave me
putting
alone
myself in
and
positions
stop
to get
asking
more
me
opportunities
stupid questions.
with women.
No.
What does she
Right
want,
now,
Opie?
right now,
What does she
but
want?
I'm doing okay. But the confidence came from me losing weight. So I do agree that it's a subjective kind of standpoint, but socially, I understand that physically fit men.
Mita, you know, if a man walked up to you and he's fit, not huge, but fit, versus a man who is fat with the bingo wings, you know you picking the fit guy.
Bro,
How are
listen,
you gonna talk
at the
for
end
her?
of the day, exactly. You keep talking for me. Like at the end of the day, me personally, I like all types of men.
Nigga said bingo
And if you're
wings.
attractive to me, that's the part that got me. If I think you're attractive, then I'm gonna fuck with you. And the first thing I'm not too worried about like, oh, are you super fit? I don't care for super fit men. Half the time super fit men are gonna be on your ass to be super fit, and nigga, I'm
Yeah,
just
like they
fine
constantly on
with that.
Adderall. Cause you have to realize
Yeah,
there is a slimmer, a small OCD when it comes to their type of like scheduling. and
Because
shit.
they keep
Like,
going to the gym, and then they're gonna be looking at you like, so you don't want to go to the gym? Nigga, I don't.
Fucking
Every
gym
once in a
bro
while,
shit.
sure, but nigga, I
everyone's
be
like,
tired.
I
Like,
don't think it's as subjective as you guys are trying to say. Attraction isn't a choice.
Leah,
There are
facts.
hardwired traits that women look for in men. And what I've come to realize is that what women put out there is what they find attractive or politically correct things. Oh, he has a dad bod. He's nice. He's a good guy. The reality is that women don't respond well and favorably to these men. There's a reason
At
why
Animal
nice
Peace
guys finish last
discriminating
as a
is
thing.
2-inch
Because
king.
when you're
Oh,
too nice and you kind
brother.
of bend to her will, etc., girls aren't aroused by that. Girls don't want to say what they're really aroused by.
Yeah.
I feel like he'd be fighting the urge to say nice guys finish last. He's just fighting it, bro. He's just fighting
know
the
what?
urge to just scream it out loud, bro.
And you know what's crazy?
Oh my god.
Again, all these statements are partially true because there's some people out here that, yeah, they don't like the nice guy. Yeah, they don't like fat men.
Yeah,
But
but
again, it's not everybody. Some women do want to be treated right. I do not want to be called bitch and
bitch,
whore
whore, slut,
and
harlot, witch!
and
Like, we
getting
don't want to be
cheated
called
on.
that.
Yeah, and getting cheated on and get treated any type of way and have niggas having babies on me and shit. No, that's not me. There's some other people who can tend to keep going back to that, but not everybody.
Bro,
Wants
Mark, he's literally been talking
that.
for all women, bro. Are you not listening?
Literally, like he
Guys that
said,
are able to
women.
stand up to
He
them,
didn't
guys that
say
are able to
some
tell them,
women. He
well, that was a
said
stupid comment,
women like
or
this,
hold
women
them
are like
accountable
this.
for their
Like, shut the
stupidity
fuck
when they
up.
do dumb things. This is what women find attractive because these are leadership traits.
Have any of those things happened to you, though?
Well, I mean, I've talked to
Mark.
almost 3,000 women, and what I've come to realize.
Oh, yeah, let's hear this
Oh,
bullshit.
brother.
No, let's hear this bullshit. Let's hear this bullshit. Because now he's
3,000?
asking. No, and the
3,000?
thing is that I'm glad. Look, at first I was mad that he was in the middle ground and he was like watching over shit. But now, thank you for asking him the question personally. What has worked for you? What is your perspective?
Stupidity when they do dumb things. This is what women find attractive because these are leadership traits.
Have any of those things happened to you, though?
Well, I mean,
Right.
I've talked to almost 3,000 women, and what I've come to realize from talking to all of them is that
His
most of the
funky
time,
ass
you know, when
popular
they're in conversations,
podcast
they're
that
like,
I
"You're so
fucking
handsome,
know
blah, blah,
about.
blah." Will they actually go on a date and have sex with that guy? Probably not. But they say that because it's politically correct, and women tend to not want to be adversarial. They're going to say what
brother.
sounds good. But what they're actually aroused by are two different things.
But they're married to those guys.
Can
Yeah.
someone
Okay.
tell
Exactly.
this Wandale
I'm
dingo
married
ass
to Mary.
motherfucker to shut the fuck up?
Like, the fuck up.
Bro, you do not understand that most people have popular podcasts or household names based off of people that hate them?
Literally.
Do you not understand
What's
that
his
Do
name?
you not understand that a lot of people even watch Myron to see him fail? That's why his shit is popular.
What's his name?
He has
of that
he
guy
has
that we
probably
listen to
he
his
probably
song
has
about?
he probably has 1% of incels in his shit, like, yeah man, I hate all women. Make me a sandwich, dumbass bitch. Or there's the other that's like, Myron, shut the fuck up. You get no hoes. The only reason why they want you is because of your money. That's majority of his chat.
And just because you have a lot of
And I-
people
no,
who
no, and-
think like you doesn't mean that you're
And
correct.
it's the fact that someone that can even say out his mouth, I've talked to 300 women. 3,000 women, I'm sorry. Let me say the number right. 3,000 women. You can see where his headspace is at. He doesn't
That's
care.
not
He doesn't
even-
care about
that's not
anything
a-
but the trophy and achievement, the PS5 achievement that pops him in the corner. You slept with another bad bitch. That's
What?
all. That's all he looks for, so he can have a stance to be like,
300
I get
divided by
hoes.
30.
I get hoes though. Toby, what are you talking about? I'm talking
what
at
are
the
you talking about?
Bro, I'm talking at the fact that, bro, you can see how superficial all of his statements are.
Literally.
Who gives a fuck about
And
sleeping with
one
3,000 women?
track-minded, like,
That's
he literally goes and talks to specific women. He does not, like, literally a lot of the women that be on his fucking show have the same ass archetype. And it's like the only other women that go on there, yeah, they all fucking look the same. They all think the same. They all do the same shit. Which again, there's nothing wrong with being a certain type of like about a part of a certain type of crowd. But if you only go talk to that certain type of crowd, you're gonna get this basically the same results every single fucking time.
didn't say
then you're
he
gonna
slept
sit
with
there and
them.
say that you know that.
No. He didn't say he slept with them. So you're telling me that Myron is going to mention bad bitches in any other conversation except for,
I
oh
dated
yeah, I
like
fucked
3
her.
hot girls ALR. All my shit that held them wasn't my body. I was like either their height or shorter, and all that carried me was my personality and kindness. No auto fellatio.
And that's all it be taking. Yo, what's good with you heads? We're having a conversation with the Red Pill in chat right now, so just join in. I'm talking about the 3,000.
Again, they're all a
institution in the
part
West.
of the
Yeah, that was kind of what I
same
was. What sounds good.
crowd. They don't
women
speak
tend
for
to
all
not want to be
women.
adversarial. They're going to say what sounds good, but what they're actually aroused by are two different things.
But they're married to those guys.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Most often they're married to.
And
they're
marriage is a
cheating.
failed institution in the West, and this is why.
Marriage is a failed institution to the West. And if he ever marries somebody, it would be failed by it would be failed by the first 3 months. Like, there's a reason why he isn't married, and all he does is talk about statistics that he's never even delved himself into to see and to even talk based off of experience. He hasn't talked about experience once.
Most men get divorced by women. This is why they get destroyed in the divorce courts. This is why women overwhelmingly
I want my
initiate
man
the divorce
back.
rates in America. 80% are initiated by women because we sit here and we lie and we believe what women say they're actually attracted to. No, they're not attracted
Let's
to a
go
lot of
back
things
to
they talk about.
attraction for a second, though, because I'm married.
Sure.
I have a child.
Cool.
I have a beautiful wife. I was this size the entire process through it.
Would you say that you're an average guy?
I would say that
You're
I'm
how
bigger
tall?
than average.
6'5",
Yeah, you're not an average guy.
and
Exactly.
a model
You're not an
for,
average
for
guy.
being slightly
I
overweight.
wasn't a model when I started
But
dating
you are a
my wife.
very good-looking,
I was a
tall, big
bartender
guy
fucking
who's
doing
on
whatever.
magazine covers. So
But I
out
know,
of the
I think-
million guys overweight, you're at
But
the
you're not
top
an average guy.
But I
1%.
think what you're missing is he just said that he wasn't any of those things.
He's not 5'6".
before
Exactly.
he met his
Try
wife.
being 5'6" and doing it.
No, I totally agree with you. Well, that's what I was.
And
gonna
here we go
actually
with the
agree
short
with
thing
Myron for a
too,
second.
like-
Believe it or not, we're talking about. You mentioned
No, for
status,
real, Yuki.
and then a lot of people other mentioned confidence. So you even put it in your own pecking order ahead of being jacked or being physically
status for sure.
attractive. Wouldn't you say that matters more? Confidence, how you carry yourself, how you do it.
yeah.
No,
the prompt was
Mark,
simply,
don't
is it
start.
either you
Oh, yeah.
jacked
And
or
I'm
Okay.
not
What's
gonna
more
argue
attractive?
the fact that our society definitely finds jack guys
All
more
the men that
attractive,
I
but
dated have been
I
shorter
disagree
than
with
me.
the statement because it was a blanket
Quite
statement
literally.
that I have found untrue in my own life.
Do you
Boy, Bob,
all-
fine.
I'm a Christian. I can't stand the fact that he's basically said that men should be with multiple women. And he talks about how it's all about how much money a man makes. If you love someone for rich or for poor, you aren't going to disown them because they don't make $500,000 a year. And you're right. But the problem with that is that that's not his target audience. His target audience is the people that do believe that. It's people that don't have much success unless they do show their financial
Oh my
or do
God.
show that, hey, I can kill a man with my strength, or hey, I treat women like shit, but at least they have a roof under their heads. It's all about what the woman wants from you when it comes to them. But it's never how can we balance the relationship. Yeah, they're bots. Thank you for the emoji. Yeah, they're just fucking bots. They're all practically the same person, and it's weird because people really eat it up. I never thought that just talking shit about women and what you think that they need for you is going to be the success and the fucking chemical X secret formula to
Do
a
you
happy
think if
relationship.
we pull Mark's face off, it will
No,
be
thank
Myron
you, Siphon. That
underneath
shit is
wearing a
wild.
mask?
Again, he's
do you
trying
feel
to
like
say
you'd
that
be
I
more or
would
less
prefer
attractive, let's say 50 pounds
a
lighter
taller
than you are,
man over
simply
a
like
over a
just body
shorter
fat?
man, and I just
think
simply
so.
don't
I think
care.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something that I struggled with for a while is in me losing weight, am I still going to be able to book the jobs that I book?
I don't have a
Because
preference.
I've
That's the
built an
point.
entire brand off of my body. I mean, granted, like, cool as shit. Like, you know, I did something that's all my own. Like, I worked on that. But then I was also just
Why
like,
are there W
if
women's in your
I
stream?
lose
'Cause I
this,
respect
Are you
them.
still gonna want me to, like, do this campaign for you? Are you still gonna want me in your magazine? Are you still gonna want to dress me? And then I had to, like, take a step back and say, like, well, what is it for me? Do I want to be skinny? No. Do I want to look like Greg? No.
Yo, Animal, what the fuck did you just say? That is crazy.
What was that sound?
Do I want to look like
That
Myron? No,
sound?
but I know I want to look
Oh,
like
that
me.
was Drake's
I
funeral.
think talking about the law of attraction, you focus so heavy about what women would find attractive and the perspective of the woman. And I feel like, are you even attracted to yourself? When you look in that mirror,
Yeah.
when you put your clothes on, are you like, damn, like I did that? Because when I got up this morning and I threw on my outfit, I was just like, yeah, I ate that.
Well, if you're going to talk about being attractive, et cetera, typically people are speaking from a romantic sense, from a heterosexual standpoint of men and women. So that's why I answered the question, because it was very broad. That's what I mean. But of course, you need to be able to look at the mirror and respect the man that you see looking back at you. When you look back and you see the guy and you're in shape, et cetera, and you feel good about yourself, look good, feel good. A byproduct of that is that women just tend to find you more attractive. It all works together in tandem.
Are you happy with the way you look?
Of course, of course. But I had to work to build this physique, and it took many years. I was an athlete in college, I was a Division I athlete. It took many years to be able to do this. So,
what'd you play?
I rowed in college, crew.
Oh, sweet.
Rowing, yeah.
I like rowing.
So I think when fat people look at the mirror and they say, "Oh, I like that," that's coat, man. No, you don't. They say that to try to bring themselves.
Like, what?
But the reality is, most of the time when you're fat, you look in the mirror, you're like, "Damn, I really let myself go."
Not every.
You're like, you know what? It's not that much of a priority.
Wait, hold on. Has Myron said he's
Abe didn't get to
religious
answer the
and
question
stuff?
round.
Yeah.
I hope not. I hope not, Siphon.
I was in the same boat as you, just because I feel like I don't agree with the blanket statement. Personally, for myself as a gay man, I find myself attractive. I would say, like, I go for guys like you,
You know what? I didn't tend to want to talk shit to any of these people except for Myron. But why the fuck do you got that Fred ascot on your neck? I've been trying to hold it in for 22 minutes of this entire
That is
watch.
crazy.
Bro, you have to take that shit off, bro. It's just not
more
it,
like
bro.
rims, get it?
as well.
Cause you're
And I feel
AW?
like I
Thank
get a
you,
lot of
Yuki.
hits on
More
those
glaze,
types of guys,
please.
and I'm like, I'm pretty content with how I navigate my attraction, and I think it goes a lot to the status and their confidence. So, like we said, so.
All right, let's go to the next prompt. After 4 years, step. The body positivity
That steroid
movement is
MF looks
problematic.
Angie.
Okay, now my stance on this.
Listen. The body
positivity movement is problematic. And my stance on this is honestly indifferent, because in some cases it can get extreme to the point where it is kind of crazy on what you are pushing for the agenda of being fat versus being fit versus being skinny. But at the same time, it's okay, because I feel like the main focus of it is loving yourself. Because I'm not gonna sit here and say that, yo, everyone should be fat. Everyone should go out and eat goddamn 3 cheeseburgers from Five Guys. Fuck you talking about. I'm not gonna say that. And I'm not gonna say, hey, go to the fucking gym, man. Go to the fucking gym right now, bro. Go to the fucking gym right now, man. Everyone gotta be fit. You don't gotta do any of that. If you want to do it yourself because you want to see yourself transform to that degree, go ahead. But I'm not gonna sit here and be all like, thank you, Lizzo, for pushing the agenda that everyone needs to be fat. No, you can love yourself. That's fine.
Yeah, I think at the focal point of the whole thing, obviously there's branches off to people being more radical about whatever side. But at the focal point is basically like, if you're already fat, or if you tend to be fat or whatever for whatever reason, it's not a big deal. It's your business. Whether you want to lose that fat, it's your business. If you don't want to, as long as for me personally, as long as you're not in danger of your health, I really don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And even then, even if you decide to, that doesn't mean that you should be left out of clothing. That doesn't mean that you should be left out of anything, because at the end of the day, that shouldn't really matter.
Yeah.
But also trying to force people to the gym and trying to make people like overly fit, it's just weird.
Or say you should be bullied for being fat. Like, no, bro.
Yeah, like, no. Everybody, basically, everybody do whatever the fuck you want to do. That's what it should be. Everybody do whatever the fuck you want to do. And even if somebody's fat, that should not have anything to do with you. Half of the time, what people don't understand is, like, if you don't want to fuck with something, don't fuck with it.
You don't have
Nobody's
to.
forcing you to. If you don't like girls from the club, if you want a modest girl, go get you a modest girl. If you want a fat girl, go get you a fat girl.
So
If you
y'all
want a fat
don't
girl,
want people to
go
live
get you a
longer?
fat girl.
Nigga, if they don't want to live longer, then that's up to them.
It's their business. That's the point.
And on top of that, you keep saying live longer. I hate when people say that shit, because you can die. You can die to any. You can literally die to anything. Being fat doesn't make you die faster.
My thing is, even me, myself, I would say I'm unhealthy right now. Bro, I do not eat for real. And when I do eat, it's not always a balanced meal. You could be skinny and be unhealthy. You could be fat and be unhealthy. You could be fat and be healthier than a fucking skinny person. So weight,
Toby,
it is not conducive.
Toby, don't
It's not
BS
conducive to
me.
that.
Bro,
I'm not healthy, bruh.
Mark, I think you have a
Living till
viewpoint
old
that
age is
every
the bare
fat
minimum.
person has some type of lingering disease or some type of diabetes just waiting to
It's
appear like
not
it's a cancer
okay.
cell. I'm confused. Like,
Positivity movement is problematic.
there's nothing wrong
Will
with
the
being
agreeers step
fit,
forward?
bro. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be fit. It just doesn't make sense that.
Well, I think where it becomes a problem is obviously
He
you
got it,
outgrow
bro.
your body, and if you genuinely love how you look, great, but you can't ignore your health. Being someone who is overweight, I've been fortunate enough not to have any extreme complications other than like, knee pain and stuff like that. But I know people that, that are my size or bigger and they have cholesterol problems, heart problems, diabetes. I have none of that. So the body positivity movement becomes a problem when you hide behind this shield of, oh, I should love my body, da 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 da. Great,
Yeah,
but
and
you
it
have
can't
to be
be a
healthy too.
shield.
You can't ignore your
Right.
vitals. You gotta like check yourself
Exactly.
on the inside.
Yeah, I think the big thing is you have to separate the health implication with you just being confident, right?
Who
Like,
you
Yeah.
gonna
I'm all
shoot me?
for people to feel confident in their own skin. I think body positivity movement has been beneficial for plus size people in that regard, right? 'Cause
You're right. You're right. Okay, I see. That's how I see it. Body positivity movement is like feminism. Some people just twist that shit from what is original, like the original principle.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's what I was saying
people take it to that extreme.
at the pinpoint of a lot of like things, there is a general consensus that is not to go so far. There's logic and okay, yeah, to a certain point, then it's too much. But other people go as far as to do other things, and that's their business. But at the
Because,
end of the day, even if they want to take it even if they want to take it that way, it's their business. Once
but
again,
because
Mark,
I don't
if you
think
don't want a fat person, that's your business. If there's people around you that don't want a fat person, that's their business. Just don't disrespect other people. That's all
no,
people
no,
are
and
saying.
you're
Like,
right, and you're right. See, Mark, in that case, you are right, cause like they just said, bro. Getting old, being fat will hurt you in the long run. But in my case, it's like whenever Lizzo presents it and highlights it and promotes it, saying, yeah, this one's for the fat girls. I'm not over here saying, oh my God, this is so good. This is amazing. Yes, it can skew some people's mentality and mindsets on what being that weight can do to you. They don't really talk about the implications of what it can do in the future. But it is okay to accept yourself of what you are. And I'm not saying that continue to stay that way. If you want to
or just
change,
not to hate yourself, but just because okay, say at that moment you think being fat is wrong, but that doesn't mean you have to hate yourself until you get skinny. It just
yeah,
means you should still love yourself, still embrace yourself, still be that confident person, and get to where you want to be. It's as simple as that.
yeah.
It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. It's not complicated. It's not hard.
What's good, Aqua?
Nobody is saying none of that, bro. Like
say
literally, bro.
there's a plus size person who's too embarrassed to go to the gym because they feel like they're gonna be judged, whatever it is. But it's because of body positivity. They're like, oh, hey, like I see other plus size people in the gym. Maybe I'm gonna give it a try. And all of a sudden they start going. They're like, oh man, I like this, right? And they keep it going. You can argue that without body positivity, maybe that day would have never happened for that person, right?
Yeah.
But I think the problematic part really comes down to people extrapolating body positivity, shaming a celebrity like, let's say Adele, for losing weight, right? That's where I would kind of
See, that's too much.
Well, promoting Lizzo. Making fun of Adele for losing weight, but promoting Lizzo for being a fat. It's unacceptable.
Do we feel, are a lot of people doing that?
I think the thing
That is
around
not the
Lizzo
same,
is
bruh.
it's
Not
not
the
just the
That is
weight,
not the
it's the
same.
lifestyle. You like
Being
see her
poor
drinking
and
all the
telling
time
rich
and
people to get
partying
money
and not sleeping.
versus
There's,
me
so
being
little
slim and
to do with
enforcing
health.
that
It's
people
not
can be
just
bigger is
she's
completely
promoting,
different
like,
things.
loving yourself, which I think is great. She's promoting a lifestyle that is unhealthy, like being very overweight, drinking, not sleeping.
See, and that's the thing. Lizzo
That's a
isn't-
cap,
And no.
bro.
Lizzo is doing that. Lizzo was the type of person.
Bro, she's literally a vegan, but that's not the same as
Okay.
anymore. Like
Okay.
a lot of people,
But being
a
vegan
lot of
is her
people
own
see.
lifestyle. She wasn't doing that for her weight gain
But
or
that's what I'm
her weight
saying.
loss. But what she was
Oh, that's
doing was
true.
drinking and adding to that unhealthy lifestyle, saying that partying is cool, drinking is okay, and being this way. She wasn't making healthy
She is
decisions
vegan.
while she was that weight.
I guess that's true.
That's a bad agenda to push. If you're going to be that weight, at least try to better yourself and make sure that you don't have any health problems in the future. If you're gonna be that weight,
But then
push
again, a
push
lot
being
of
that weight
skinny
and take
people-
drugs. And on top of that, you're fucking up the people that even follow you, that look up to you. That is okay to
But
do.
then again, I feel like a lot of people also
Hey,
put
Bree.
too much into celebrities, and also don't have the same type of energy for
It's
other
Mita.
people. There are a lot of skinny people. There's a lot of skinny people that also party, drink, will literally be hung over the next day, still drunk, and go out again to go drink. There's a lot of niggas out there that are doing that shit. But because she's fat, now y'all want to put extra emphasis on her. I feel like you're right. Yeah, she shouldn't be, doing all that. But at the same time, people have to understand that's their fucking business. Stop putting me on a pedestal all the fucking time. Like,
Is there?
if she's
Wait,
going out her
All of
way
these
to get
things.
that advice, if she's going out of her way to get that all that, because I don't know too much.
Whose fucking dog is in my trash? Look at this little thug. Chat, look at this thug. I'm about to. This nigga's going through my trash. Bro, hell nah. He got me fucked up, bro. Nah, I'll be back.
So, wow. Who's the girl talking lover? That is Anita,
Yeah, that's me.
a freedom,
Hi.
a freedom fighter, basically.
Not too much. I just feel like I have much more of an open mind on things, and I also talk to a lot of people who think very differently. So I don't think in that red pill or blue pill or whatever the fuck. I really don't give a fuck about none of that shit. So
I
let's
just
just
listen.
do it that way. Yeah, I just listen to different people because a lot of people have different outlooks. Even me and Toby, we agree on a lot of things, but even then, we still disagree on some things. So it's like I'm not a follower. I just do my own thing.
Yeah, I just listen to a bunch of stuff, like some most I think it's good, and then throw away the rest. Basically, following the martial arts, the MMA style of things. Take
Yeah.
what's good and throw away the
And
rest.
literally leave the rest, bro. Like you do not have to worry about other people and how they feel. I do my own thing. I'm gonna do my own
Yeah,
thing.
sickening.
Nah,
Goddamn
but
Miles Morales.
nah, but seriously,
Ooh, if I see
I
that
don't
thug
know.
again. Ooh, if I see that thug
Actually,
again.
Bree Bond. Bree.
I don't know. I just don't give a fuck.
Bree, you know anyone by the name
Toby,
of
you want
Cute.
Naya?
Mark to join VC?
If he wants to, I don't give a fuck.
You know anyone by the name of Naya?
Ooh, I hit that thug. I hit him with that chancla throw. Cooked.
Oh, you know
Hey,
Naya?
Mark,
How y'all meet?
That
gave you
nigga
the green
Scooby
light.
never coming back.
Thug is
Are not
crazy.
conducive to your health. So I think you conflate that, and sure,
Who's Mike?
being body positive is important. Like loving yourself, loving the way you look out there.
It's easy, actually.
Good luck we made our
I
point
hate
on
when
this
my
subject.
sister. I hate when my sister just
All
sends
right,
a
bet.
fucking Uber randomly without telling me. Now I'm rushing to get on my clothes.
Respect the man that you see before you.
NCF
And the
thing?
Why would I not love it?
Yeah.
And because I love
Human being.
it different,
Like, no, this
What you,
good looking, your
what
mom.
you know about that?
I'm just lose weight.
What is bro talking about?
I have abused my body.
It's like a
Will
little
you
group
agree?
thing.
I have abused my body.
All right.
What is
Alright,
bro
that's
talking about? I think everybody abuses their body. Like I said, I'm not healthy, bro. I literally will go off of like some fucking fruit snacks and keep my day pushing.
Camila Davis. Yeah, that's my nigga. That's my boy. You're not my nigga, not my boy. I appreciate you. The sacrifice for watching me. Will not go in vain. It'll be entertained. Come in the chat. Let me know where you're from. Let me know what language you speak, and also let me know what's your body type. Are you a fat ass or a skinny nigga? Let me know.
Shut up.
But hey,
Why
okay.
you saying like that?
Okay. So quick question. So quick question on this part. Who do you think abuses their body more, the fat people, or the buff people that are most likely on steroids? Cause I'm not gonna lie, Hear me out.
And also working
hear me
out
out.
too
No,
much
hear me
can
out. Hear me
do
out. Because
you
I
wrong.
don't even want to push onto them that they're doing steroids. But
Yeah, 'cause that's too much.
there are certain physiques that are very telling, and I'm going to tell you now. I'm gonna tell you
With the
two.
veins popping
I'm
out
gonna
and
tell you
shit.
two. Tyler, the very gentle giant, he's on steroids, and the old man.
Oh.
I don't think Myron is on steroids. He does take supplements, but he looks very natural. Tyler, with the orange tank top, and the old man, the 40 years old, they're both either were on steroids or still are on steroids. And the thing about steroids is that when you take them, you continue to want your body to look that certain way, so you continue to take it, and you cannot have that physique that you so wholeheartedly want unless you continue to take them. So that's a form of abuse, because that's not supposed to be in your body. It's not
What
supposed
if I take steroids
Yeah, what's
to
good
make
with
my
you?
dick smaller so I looks like a pussy?
Careers, step forward.
Yo, what's good, Sheena Prada? How are you doing? I'm doing
I'll start by
amazing.
saying
How are you
I've abused my
doing?
body many times. Being a bodybuilder, professional
both harmful?
bodybuilder, I've abused steroids, did that for over 10 years. I don't think you can get to the
What was I saying, bro? All for it. He just admitted it.
level that you have to
What'd he
get
say?
to be at
That
to be a
he's
professional
been
bodybuilder.
that he's taking steroids, and that he has been taking steroids, and he wanted to keep that image.
Years. I don't think you can get to the level that you have to
How are
get to
you?
be at to be a professional bodybuilder while being natural. And so absolutely, and I would say that somebody trying to abuse steroids to get that muscle, to get that look is just as unhealthy as somebody who's obese. So I don't try to be a hypocrite. I say I've done these poor choices. I'm 48 now, I don't do steroids anymore. And so I recognize that what I did in the past was bad, probably took years off my life. And so I would say to people who are overweight,
Greg Duche is on steroid replacement therapy due to steroid abuse. You can call it steroid, but he takes testosterone to test it back to normal from previous abuse. It's like basically cutting back on what you were addicted to. I understand. That's kind of what most people do with opioid addictions. It's like you can't just continue to go cold turkey. You have to like slowly put it down so your body can like basically adjust to what's happening and the changes that's happening in their body. Thanks for asking. No problem, bro. I like that you asked me how my day was and just came through. You're a very nice person. I hope you stay here.
How was your day, Toby?
He doesn't. I'm good, Nita. Thanks for asking. You fucking lizard. You lizard.
Formidable performance, nigga.
I was gonna ask, but my voice doesn't sound good at all. I was gonna ask, but my voice doesn't sound good.
Formidable performance. Insane.
Can I ask you something about yours? Like what?
wait, why don't you do the same thing? And if you're not, then do you really care about your health? Because if you do, you would stop doing the things that are leading to being morbidly obese.
But then to your own argument, you spent 10 years doing
Exactly.
something you knew was inherently unhealthy.
Terrible to your body.
But then
So
you're
glad
going to turn
Toby
around and
not
tell
wanna
people
know.
that they should just wake up. But like,
Yes,
why-
exactly. Like people should have told me, Greg, why do you keep doing this to yourself? You do not recognize what's going to happen, and if we call it shaming, why are you abusing steroids, Greg? Think of it. Think of the years you're taking off your life. Maybe I would have waited.
But the power was in your own awakening, right? The power right there was in your own awakening to realize within yourself that you were doing something negative, and then you made the change for it, right? And that change is now consistent. That change is now something that you can give a testimony about and help other people change their ways or persuade
You can tell
people
what
to
Tyler's
just
been through.
not do it at all, right?
But building on what you said, what was the moment, where the perspective shifted?
Well, I got old enough and realized I can't get any better at this. I can keep taking more and more drugs and try to sustain this, but I said it's not worth it anymore. So I had
The
to
nigga
completely-
in the green. No. Okay. Quick question, Mark. Why does the nigga in the green annoy you? Because so far, the person in the green has shown me that he is comfortable in every aspect on what he has done and what anyone else has
TLDR,
done.
using
And he
steroids
has
increase testosterone. Balls don't produce as much cuss. Oh, we have more, so we don't need to produce
just
any more.
does? Damn.
Then balls keep not producing, and you have to take it supplementary.
And that's a very small form of bigotry, because you're not being open to what he's talking about. You're literally only looking at your viewpoint and not expanding off of it. There's always two perspectives to any story. You're only looking at one and basing it off of facts.
But hey, Toby, what if he likes hating, Nothing wrong with having the K-Dot hate.
No, I understand you can hate, but what are you hating for? Just because you don't like the way a nigga speaks, the way he presents himself? What in him?
No, I just like to hate to
what,
hate.
What in him makes you hate him, Mark? I'm open and I don't like it. So far, you haven't shown that you've been open for this conversation. If anything, you've been just thinking that everyone's making excuses. And yes, body positivity can look like an excuse at face value, but there's a lot of things that goes into it. And they have been explaining it, and you haven't been showing me pinpointing and picking off everything that you've hated about it. You've only been saying, Myron's spitting, go to the gym, get jacked. Yeah, let's do this, bro.
Oh no!
Come on, you have to lock in.
Please.
Change my mind around what I was doing,
my
which was
Premiere
being
crashed.
judged on my appearance. And remember, I make
Premiere
money on
did the
how I
thing.
look,
Damn.
so that's going to have.
Oh
a
my
huge
God!
impact
If it
on me.
didn't
And I
save,
had to
bro,
say, I
I'm
need to get my
literally,
dopamine, my
I'm
self-worth
done,
from
bro.
something else. So I
You
quit
got
doing
everything,
all the
right?
bodybuilding competitions, and I said,
If
I'm going
it
to start
does-
riding
if
bikes.
this
I'm going to
did
learn
not
Spanish.
save,
I'm going to do something else where I can feel.
Did you just say that you're playing Minecraft? Somebody called the cops.
Not right now, Oluba. Not right now.
What you just call me, Turkey?
Turkey is great.
Feel good about
Off
myself, and
topic,
it's
but why is
hard.
there
Like,
two
look at this
versions
guy.
of
He
Two
look at how
versions of you
muscly
in
he is.
defeat.
20 years from now,
Yo,
is he going to want to still be this size? He might look back and say, I maybe regret certain things.
Okay,
and I think that somebody's overweight, they're going to think the same things. Like if you're 400, 500, 600 pounds, you're going to think, is it worth doing this? Is it worth eating all the time? It's tough.
I think this is the first
You got everything,
actual
right?
middle ground I think we're finding, which is really great
Siphon, I
because
got a
it's true.
task
I mean,
manager,
I've done.
close it.
Okay.
Damn.
Honestly, we've talked damn near about half an hour of this entire thing, y'all.
Yep,
Do we get the point? Do we get the point?
Yeah, bro.
And what,
I feel like at
and what
this
is
point
any- what-
it's
Hitler not
agree
dead,
to
bro.
disagree.
Okay.
It's an agree to disagree type of thing. At this
It's
point.
very much an agree to disagree, but I just wanted to talk about it to make the point of like,
Wait, so what's the point?
It's
Well,
just-
what's being better, fatter?
no.
Oh.
Being fat.
I'm like, who the fuck want to be fat?
Being fat isn't better, but everyone has their own type of body composition that sometimes they don't have any control over,
Siphon,
and they can try to
Damn.
change it. I love Tyler so much; he's empathetic
Hold
like
on.
me,
I gotta
and that's a
download
good.
everything.
And no,
Hold on.
and that's the good thing to be empathetic.
Let me-
One thing that I do hate is people that call themselves empath, like they're psychic or some shit. Yeah, I'm empathic. I can move things with my mind. No, bruh. You don't
Nobody
just
said all that.
you don't just no because I've heard so many people say I'm an empath and then just start talking like they like I don't know Sorcerer Supreme, fucking Doctor Strange. Wait, can we
Doctor
do
Strange.
actually Mother's Day shit now? Hell yeah we can. We're gonna do song battles, y'all. The best twerking song, chat.